To be tossed up in the middle. The ruckman in this competition not allowed to be more than one step back from the centre, so they can't run at each other. It's much more like a basketball tip-off.
Victorious Switzerland boys come in front of us. Well played, boys. 2 for 2. Playing well. Here we are. The Italian Stallions move the ball forward. Good kick. Tries to find Plugger Lockett. Leads out into space. Takes a good strong mark.
Took him 37 metres to pull up then.
Josh Caviglia.
Thought he was going to do a lap on the track and then realised maybe not.
No, I reckon
he's had 2 family that works in a lasagna during the break. There's an opportunity to kick another goal. Watch this kicking style. Big left foot kick.
Great
off
kick.
One step. How good's that?
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. Josh Caviglia. What a goal.
Plugger.
Good goal by him. He just does not move. Doesn't have to, Tom. It's such a good penetrating kick.
No, it's not hard to pick.
Well done by Kirk. He's kicked the ball onto Stephen Walters. Walters on the right boot decides to switch play. Tries to find Edwards. Too strong Edwards. Man of his AFL experience and goes bang. First goal New Zealand to them. 1 apiece. Once again, New Zealand have it. Well done by Edwards. Brute strength. Kicks the ball forward. Goes forward. An interesting rule too. You can't get it out in the middle and score a goal. Tom's going to be relieving the forward half of the ground, so that's why Edwards didn't kick a goal. Good pressure by New Zealand, holding the ball. No, the umpire said hold the man. Let's play onto advantage. They have it now. Italy Stallions trying to find Plugger. Have a shot from there, son. Put your glasses down. Watch the kicking style on this guy. Josh Caviglia.
He'll go close.
He will go close. Like I said, he's had a couple of lars that works and a lasagna at half time. He'll put this straight over the goal umpire's head. How far is out, Tom? Probably 35, 40 out.
Well, he's just backed up. We heard the lights and the orange lights came on.
So here he goes. He's a good player, good kick. Josh Caviglia off 1 step. Lays back.
You are kidding me.
And that is another goal.
That's a ripper.
Kick the ball on. Running through his feet. Going back in the contest. Too what, New Zealand have come out firing here, Tom. They look very good.
Yeah, they do.
Italy might be too strong for him. Running through once again, Edwards. Oh, over his back, sure. The umpire hasn't seen that. 4 or 5 players around the court. Through brute strength. Samo getting the ball around and kick around the corner. Oh, Mark, right on the goals. Well done by the Italian Stallions. Good effort then by Paniki on the left foot. Gets it, but good pressure once again taken by New Zealand. Keddy Edwards. But it's going to be a kick in to the Italian Stallions. And it's going to be taken by Di Marti. He decides to play on quickly and finds his teammate over the top in Cataldo. It's Adrian Cataldo, number 3 for the Stallions. 30 metres out, difficult angle. He's going to have a deliberate shot. Looks good off the boot. He's good off the boot and is a goal. Adrian Cataldo, that's his first. More importantly, Tom, it's Italy's 3rd. They're leading them at the moment 3-1 over New Zealand. And we've got a fantastic guest experience here in Brian Clark.
Yeah,
Tommy.
Joining us, he's been running around like a blue-ass fly today, doing all sorts of things, bloody packing things up and organising things. Brian, welcome along.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. You'd be pretty pleased today, wouldn't you?
Yeah, very pleased. We've had a vision for many years to take a game international, and as you can see, we're playing on a rugby field. You know, in this stadium you can play international soccer, international league, international union, American football, and now we've shown that we can do it with Australian football as well.
It's obviously taken a bit of time to pull together. You've done other little ventures. There's been the Harmony Cup stuff and everything else, and a few stops, few starts, as you always get with this sort of thing.
Yes.
What's been the biggest challenge to put it together?
Oh, the biggest challenge is, I think, there's many, but I think one of them is the sense that it's Australian. Let's not take it overseas. Let's just keep it here to ourselves. That's a very common feedback I get. And I think it's the world's greatest game. Let's take it. There's 200 countries in the world. Let's share this great game with the world. Let's make it truly international. Today we've got the teams together. They're all here. They're having a great time, and it's just fantastic to see.
Yeah, no, it's and Melbourne, of course, notorious for its weather at various stages, but really couldn't have turned it on any better than today, could you?
Oh, look, the weather gods have smiled upon us. It could have been cold and miserable being Melbourne, but it's nice and warm, and you know, just it's great to run an event like this where you're not freezing to death in Melbourne, that's for sure.
And Brian, just behind the scenes, obviously it takes a lot of volunteer staff and organise to get an event like this. How many people you got working behind the scenes to make an event like this happen?
We've got about 15 people down here today doing various roles. Without them, we couldn't make it happen. So I take my hat off to them and thank them. It's just, you know, people are passionate about footy. They're passionate about the game. They want to see it grow. They want to see it expand. We're very much a grassroots organisation. We're not focused on the brand. We're focused on the game. Thought that you'd have a medal for being the best Xbox player.
Yeah.
So, you know, the times they are changing, and we're changing with them.
Yeah, very much so. The plans from here, what happens after today?
After today, we go back and get all the feedback from the players and the officials and the supporters and worked out what worked and what we could improve on, because we can always improve and tweak. But look, I'm very bullish about it. I think that we have the greatest game in the world. It's just the world doesn't know it yet. So let's, instead of waiting for them to come to us, let's take it to them. Teach them to play the game in New Zealand on the rugby field. That's how we started.
Yeah.
Trying to do 18-a-side in New Zealand, I know that does happen. I personally would go down the 9-a-side and really build the numbers and the interest. But imagine a New Zealand team, if they came and played at the MCG, how many Kiwis live in Melbourne?
Yeah.
You'd be turning people away. So
You'd fill a stadium in Perth as well.
And
I've got to
Brian,
tell
fun
you.
of that from the Hawthorn recruiting days, I know they went down there to try to get Kurt Heatherley from went down and get him. He's a scholarship player, good basketball, rugby player, turned him into a footballer. He played a couple of league games for Hawthorn, but you're dead right. If you get him and nurture him at the grassroots level, the probability of a player coming out is far greater than trying to go down at a late age.
Absolutely. We've seen the All Blacks. We've seen the most talented sports team in the world. Why can't we do that with footy?
Yeah.
Of course we can, but we've got to actually start somewhere.
Brian, just coming up to half-time, stick with us. We've got some more questions and some more things to discuss about the World Nines. But as the half-time siren goes, Italy leading 5-4 at half-time. The ability for them to come in at that level and not play on a full-size field and be stuck in a back pocket and not get a kick and then go off and play basketball or something instead. Is that the plan to really push that junior side of things?
Absolutely. We'll just play on from the post, sorry. It was quite exciting. I'll get back to you.
Through brute strength, handballs the ball out. Good tackle over the top. Opportunity to have for the States. Met very heavily by New Zealand counterpart. New Zealand come out firing here in the second half. Ruido on the right, but turns it over, and Prestia goes. Thank you very much. He brings up his second. Anthony Prestia, that's 2 for him. More important, that's another goal to the Italian Stallions. They're now 6, New Zealand are 4.
That's a great goal.
To footy a lot.
Yeah.
So I think if you play 9-a-side, you're getting lots of touches of the footy, and that's really, really important. If you want to keep them engaged, like, you know, years ago cricket, you know, you would, I mean, I was a terrible batsman. I used to bat at 11, so I was there all day just twiddling my thumbs.
But you're probably a good bowler, mate.
I was actually a good fielder. I got the dreaded Best Team Man award.
Oh, right.
Yes. But I digress. It's really important that we give young people, whether in Australia or internationally taking up the game, the chance to get lots of touches, because they're going to enjoy the game a lot more.
Plugger has nailed that one for Italy.
That's his third, Tom. He's been very impressive.
He has, and just these 2 goals in the first minute and a half or so of the second half, Italy just pull away 7-4. Great concept and very, very well done, and it's great. I mean, we've enjoyed a couple of days here. Always good to get to Melbourne, but come over and provide coverage and exposure and get to talk about the game and sort of show what can be done. And I'm sure we'll be sitting back in a few years' time going, yeah, we were there that first day.
Let's hope so. Fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done, Brian.
Thanks,
well
boys.
Done, Brian. Well done.
Caught up with him and spent some time with him yesterday as well, and we've been, you know, constantly on the phone and emailing for the last few weeks to get all this lined up and put it together. He's done an enormous amount of work and should be very proud of the outcome.
Absolutely.
with you know, a very healthy crowd here at Lakeside Stadium as Plugger takes another mark.
Joshua Kavili, he's already kicked 3.
Pretty deep out in the pocket.
Yeah, do a little check side here. Watch this. No problems for him, mate. He's got a beautiful kicking style.
No, I reckon he's going to struggle there. Left footer.
Check side kick. Look at this. And what does he do?
Oh, get out.
Goal. There you go. He is a good player. Very smart. Big Plugger.
Good, just pulled him out of the way. How did he do that?
He just put a dent in the oval. Poor old Plugger. Play on. New Zealand get it. Kick it over the lines. Trying to find Aaron Edwards out number 2, but Class comes to the top, and Edwards takes a very good contested mark, sandwiched between 2 players.
That contest down at full forward there, Plugger, that rated about 7.6 on the Richter scale, I reckon, when he went over then.
So 5 each. Edwards has kicked 5 up, went in. Josh Cavilli's kicked 5 up the other end. Edwards' opportunity to kick goal number 6.
And does.
And does. 6 to Edwards. Picks it back, Tom.
10 to 7. They're not out of this.
Back in the contest. Goes one way, goes the other. Good use of your feet then by Santos on the right
Good
foot.
mark.
Good kick to space. And a good mark running at the contest has been undertaken by a player there in Josh. He's too far out, I think. But he's going to take a kick at goals. We'll see what he's like off the boot. It's number 1, Vincent Angeloni. Angeloni off the right boot. Beautiful kick.
Lovely kick.
That's a settler for the Italian Stallions.
My guess is he's not too far out, Cam.
No, good kick, Tom, wasn't it?
It was a good kick.
Angeloni, good kick. Picked it back to a 4 margin. 2:45 to go.
I think so.
Counting down the last 18 seconds. Italy at 12, New Zealand at 7. Italy will notch up another win, I would have thought. Oh, just about good mark over the top. But he's given away a free kick. So Italy have won this round 2 clash fairly convincingly in the end, Tom, but New Zealand put up a very good fight.
Yeah, as you said, game of the day so far, without question. High standard, really, really fierce tackling and good skills. Italy able to run out 12-7.